Hello everyone, I am Hema Satish Sharma, TGT Science from Pratap World School, Pathankot. Students, we are discussing the chapter called Nutrition in Plants for class 7. We have already discussed the introduction of the chapter, mode of nutrition in plants, photosynthesis, other mode of nutrition in plants, that is heterotrophic mode of nutrition, parasitic mode of nutrition, insectivorous mode of nutrition, saprophytic mode of nutrition, and symbiotic mode of nutrition. Today in this lecture, we'll be ending the chapter by studying the topic called how nutrients are replenished in the soil. So, replenishment of nutrients in the soil, what does it mean? Plants continuously take nutrients from the soil in order to synthesize food. During the lecture in which I have taught you photosynthesis, we have studied that nutrients are absorbed by the plants along with the water through the roots. Now these nutrients are coming from the soil. So if this nutrient is absorbed on regular basis, the amount of nutrient in soil will decrease. So we need to provide the nutrients to the soil. This is called replenishment of nutrients in the soil. This replenishment of nutrients in the soil can be done either by growing leguminous crops or by adding fertilizers and manures. But how? Let us see. First of all, if we add manure which is an organic substance, and it is obtained from decomposition of plant waste or animal excreta. For example, the cow dung manure or gobar ki khad is a manure. It is an organic substance and it is obtained from decomposition of animal, that is cow's excreta. Fertilizers are chemicals and they are manufactured in the factories. They are rich in nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. So once we add manure or fertilizer to the soil, what we are doing, we are enriching the soil in the nutrients. Now the soil is enriched in the nutrients. So these nutrients can be taken up by plant to produce or synthesize their own food. This way, the balance of nutrients in the soil is maintained. Second way can be to grow leguminous crops, and this is a natural way. Okay, so to grow leguminous crops, for example, grams, peas, pulses in the soil. But how? In our last lecture, we have studied an example of symbiosis, that is of rhizobium bacteria. In that we have studied that the bacteria rhizobium, which lives in close association with leguminous crops, where in roots and root nodules. So this rhizobium, this take atmospheric nitrogen and it converts it into soluble form. This rhizobium lives in the root nodules of gram, peas, moongs, beans and other legumes and provides them with nitrogen. This way, this rhizobium bacteria is enriching the soil and providing the plant with nutrient called nitrogen. So this way we can see that the replenishment of nutrients in the soil, which is very much required. Why it is required? To maintain a balance of nutrient in the soil. Since the plant is absorbing nutrients on regular basis, so it is likely that soil becomes deficient in nutrients. Now, to make the soil rich in nutrients, either we can follow natural methods like growing leguminous crops, in which rhizobium bacteria is fixing atmospheric nitrogen into soluble form and enriching the soil in the nitrogen and also providing nitrogen to the plant. Or we can use artificial methods like adding manure and fertilizers, where manures are organic substance while fertilizers are chemical substances which are manufactured in factories. So this ways we can replenish the nutrients in the soil to make soil nutrient rich. So this was it about this chapter. And so today we are ending the chapter Nutrition in Plants. Thank you so much.